Hi gang, Scott Davenport here and welcome to In the Field. Thanks for joining me today. If this is the first time you're checking out one of my videos, thanks for giving me a shot. Hope you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe to the channel. Well, today we're going out to the Point Arena Lighthouse, and researching this place, there really, for me, there was only like one or maybe two vantages that I could do on the lighthouse. I didn't want to get up so close to it that you're trying to fit everything in. Because other than there being a super great sky, which as you'll see I did not get, it left really only one option, which is from like a second outcropping from the lighthouse. Let me just get you out there. I'll show you the setup and show you one or two of the photos that I came away with. I'm at the Point Arena Lighthouse this morning. Even though it's the middle of July, it is cold and windy up on these bluffs. There's nothing else protecting this land from any of the ocean breezes. It's before dawn and the sky's pretty clear, so I just need to wait for the sun to get over the hills behind us here and we'll start lighting up the lighthouse. I'm going to grab some blue hour photos. You can tell it's kind of a nice, just kind of a nice feel, a nice tone to the area. There is pretty much this vantage, I think, is the right one for this time of day. Otherwise, if I go to the south, the sun will be rising behind it, be backlit. I don't think it'd be as interesting. So I'm playing a couple of different compositions back and forth and striking a balance between getting the lighthouse to be large and prominent in the photo so it's a clear subject, but at the same token including enough of the land so that the photo is pleasing and it gives some context, showing the land that the lighthouse protects. It tells a better story. As far as settings, I'm using just f8. There's no need for massive depth other than the land and the house. Everything else is okay to be a little bit soft. And then just fine-tuning the composition around the lighthouse itself and the lighthouse keeper's quarters, which is, I'm guessing, this building with the red roof is. I'm gonna make sure there's some good separation between those. As tempted as I am to move behind me farther down to get a better angle on the land, those two elements would start to get on top of one another in the frame. And so I think I'm gonna stick here and then just fine tune how much of the land to include in the shot, capture my exposures. No filters right now, and I'm still got multi-second exposures just because the light is so dim, which is nice. It's taking a little bit of chop off the water. Let's see if I can coax a reflection out of that lighthouse. It'll be 25 seconds long. And there's a bit of water down in the little cove here that is picking up some of the reflection of the lighthouse. All right, just finished. Let's see what we got. There's just not enough water in there. Actually, the color's starting to get washed out too. I might call this one a blue hour and be done. It's, yeah, even the oranges off to the northeast are faded, muted yellow at best now. Well, the photos I came away with, I would describe as pleasing, not killer. And part of that is just the nature of the day that I got. A very empty sky, nice uniform blue, but without having some sort of interest up in the sky. It would have been fantastic to have a nice cloud bank or something that would have caught the morning light, because the time of year was good for it, where the sun was coming up to more or less the northeast of the lighthouse, with a backdrop of some colorful clouds. Ooh, that would have been really, really great. Didn't get that, but nevertheless had a good time. And really, I think the couple of compositions that I worked, there were like two or three. I do like that I was making sure to include something other than just the lighthouse in the photo, where including the land that it's guarding and shielding ships from. I think that's an important part of the story for a lighthouse or any type of landmark. Including more of its surround. It felt nice for this particular scene. Well, I'll get to finishing some of the processing on these photos, and later this week, come on back for in post. I'll share something that I've learned in working through the photos here. That's how these work. In the field, in post, you put them together and you get the whole equation of a landscape shoot. And that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know somehow. Comments in the video below. Got questions about photography? Always like to hear what's on your mind. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport, and happy shooting.